here's the other pomegranate. It's starting to leaf out too. So hopefully I'll be able to show you some pomegranates. And then the other thing Josiah did was to plant these thuya or thuja, I forget how you say it. Anyway, they're the green giant for privacy hedge, or some privacy anyway. There are 12 of them, and I got them for $6 each, which is a steal for that kind of thing. They're small and they'll take a while to grow, but at least that'll help shade us from the road. The main road is right out there. Can't see any cars going by right now, but that'll help give privacy to the front of our property. And so you see, we've still got tree and hurricane damage that we've got to take care of. But here's the little orchard. Get back a little bit. There's the house, of course. And I'm trying to make something pretty over here. Excuse me. I don't really know what I'm doing. My sister knows better than I do. She's a landscaper. But I have a Crimson Queen maple, which is a weeping maple here. Very small. I got from the 4-H early in the spring in January. I put some creeping thyme at the base of it there. This is a fortnight lily that I divided and brought from the backyard. I hope it lives. I think it will. A peony. Manuel and I had peonies in Fairmont where we lived. There's another one of those fortnight lilies. Grass. Forsythia from last year, and rose from last year. We're hoping it'll do better in the full sun here. So I'd like to put some other flowers I have in the greenhouse here when it's for sure going to be warm enough. But hopefully that'll be pretty. And then I moved the other roses that I had around the house, behind the house, that were in the shade. My friend Lydia told me they needed to be in full sun. So we had put them in the front garden I just showed you, but then I realized that has a lot of shade in the morning. So this, right by the house, has full sun for most of the day. So there's one. I have to mulch around all these, of course. And here's another. They're kind of sorry looking, but maybe they'll come back, I hope. Got 4. And this one I cut way back. Has a few little leaves. And here. So then here's the greenhouse Manuel made for me. He bought it for me Christmas before last. And then I got sick and we didn't do anything with it. But we've got all our seedlings and things in here and some flowers. And it's really done a good job. I put in the the bird feeders and stuff because we had a bad storm last night and I didn't want them blowing down. This is a weeping cherry, ornamental cherry. There are my little chickens. They're hiding. Must be something big flying over. They stay close and scoot underneath the coop if anything comes too near to them. Except these dum-dums over here, they stay under the tree. They're the young ones. I hope they can make it. They kind of blend in. We'll see. They need to start laying eggs pretty soon. But as you can see, we still have a lot of work to do on picking up from the hurricane. And then we planted over here. We've been moving things around this week because I had a lot of sun-loving things over here that were just suffering. And so now we've got a filtered light here. So this is my other Japanese maple. It's also a weeping type, very small. Some more of that fortnight lily grass. And then I have an azalea here and another one that is blooming right there. And then this has been here since we moved. This is my little parsley bed, and usually I get some swallowtails that come and lay their eggs on here and eat this up in the spring and early summer. So I just leave it for them. And then there's my very messy garden. Got my 2 dwarf peaches in bloom, and then 3 apples here that looks like I'm starting to get a couple of leaves on them. Very messy. Little by little, I cut this up and put it in my wagon and drive it to the wood pile out front. This is my shed that exploded with the hurricane Helene. We got the grapevine trimmed here. And there's all the trimmings that I have to haul off someday. And right here, this one is hardy kiwi. And it's been there about 3 years, so I hope maybe this year, starting to get some leaves on it, it will give me some fruit. This here is my very productive mulberry tree. This is an out of control fig. I'll prune it back later. I'm just gonna let it go for now. We have one plum tree back here that has all sorts of blooms all over it. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can get to the other side. And it's very happy here. And then these are Brussels sprouts here and over here. There's a few in there too. And the rest of this is weeds. As you can see, I have a lot of work to do in here. I have some blackberries that have done well here, and they're starting to bud. You can see that's a dead plum. I stuck it back in the ground hoping it would live, but the hurricane knocked it out and it was out of the ground too long, I think. Here's part of my shed that exploded. The other part's over there in the woods. So it really went wild. Rosemary from last year, and there's my little olive tree. It's been there, I guess this is the 3rd season, but it's hanging in there. Some mint coming back. I have it all over the place. And then here I planted potatoes, but I'm not sure what this is coming up. I'll have to watch and see. It's not potatoes. I need to come out and work on these messy grapevines. Here and here. But this garden has been relegated to the back. Although Josiah did pull up all of my weed barrier, and I could plant something in here because at least there's no weeds for right now. So maybe I'll use this for zucchini and maybe some corn, beans. And this is the garden I spend all of my time in.